gonna hold it, yeah?
Am I? Is that me? It's gonna hold it? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it. Hi guys. So we're back.
I need to kind of do it with my hands something.
We're back. Pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt. Hello guys.
Yeah, so we just coming back to the question about the blockchain, cryptocurrency. What is this world? So I thought I'd give you a very basic intro in what is the cryptocurrency and why is that important and why is it interesting. As I said, I've been asked a number of questions from a lot of people that I've asked to put their questions in to my post, and no one did. They still PM'd me for some reason. But anyway, that's good.
Post the questions now if you have any questions.
Yeah, if you have any questions now, I have been to. I read a lot about this. I've been to the cryptocurrency conference, which I've found quite interesting information, very confirming what my thoughts were and about this. Most importantly, I've got a number of people that I follow and I listen to, and even more important than that is my involvement in investing. I've invested last year in Bitcoin in two of the currencies, cryptocurrencies that turned to be very successful. It actually went to about I wouldn't even. It's not actually it's hard to believe it. It went to about 1,000%. You know, the investment. So it's really good.
I want to know more.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's something new, and it's like the internet was in 90s. You know, it's just coming out there, and a lot of people don't know about this, and I can see that from the questions that are coming. That the what is in which currencies are better? You know, have you heard of OneCoin? Have you heard of Zero Coin and different type of coins? You know.
Okay, Vadim, yeah. Can I ask you? Okay. I don't know much about blockchain and Bitcoin. I've heard about Bitcoin, blockchain. I have no idea. So I'm gonna ask him on your behalf, who doesn't know about this, Vadim, to explain to us what Bitcoin is and what blockchain is. If you can explain the difference between them and what is it?
Well, I linked there because there is Bitcoin is the first and one of the known currencies out there, like cryptocurrencies. So. Hence, I've added that. But at the moment, the technology which is most important in this world is in that space is the blockchain. So the blockchain is something which I'm going to come up to. So what is Bitcoin? Appeared? It came up a number of years ago, about 10 years, I think, where no one believed in it. Just a very few very limited amount of people knew about it or believed in it. So they kind of worked something. There was just an idea which kind of grew up, and since when we found out about it with my business partner about 7 years ago, it was about $5 per one unit, per one coin, per one Bitcoin, which is now about 2,500, something like that. So imagine investing then, it's like, I don't know, thousands %.
But the question is, then it was one thing, it was the timing was right. Is it still?
Yeah,
right now?
The timing is still right. This is something, and out there's a lot of other coins. Okay, so all these coins are, it's like. They're doing nothing new. They're doing the same thing. A part of the one that I'm also invested in very successfully, and something that's very important is Ethereum as well. So they have a technology behind it, which I'm not going to go into it because you guys must read about this if you are interested in this space, and you should be interested because this is something that it's going to change the world. It's already changing the world, and it's coming up.
Fintech. Fintech is so exciting.
Fintech. Well, there is a few things out there, and I'm sure there is a lot of things happening right there. But I wouldn't say that fintech is good or that one is good, that one is good. What I would say is make sure you read about this and the important things are that you need to take into consideration the people behind it and what is new about that coin that's been, because I can have a coin, someone else can have a coin, and I can kind of speculate on it, throw some money, put some people there to, kind of put some money in, make it, speculative work, but it doesn't mean that I have something worth. But so how you do it, the few rules are there that you just look what people are behind the technology, behind this coin. So if you have the owner of Google or Apple, people that are successful and are worth looking up to, that means that there's something good behind it,
yes.
Because
so that means that they're successful entrepreneurs. If they're investing in something,
they're behind it. The technology, behind
that means
technology.
They believe in it and they want to make it.
Yeah. So this is one thing, and the other thing, what does that do? Nothing. So if you look at Bitcoin, is the gold standard, for example, of cryptocurrency, and Ethereum is pretty much the same thing, but it's because it's got something very new. It's a technology that is behind the concept of paying. So it's not just a currency. So it gives an applicable value to it, so it's more than that. And I see my vision in this space is that this is going to be, it's something which we don't know at the moment. We not even know 10. It's like a it's the internet before, when it appears. We only knew that we only thought this is going to be, two people talking to each other through internet, through email, or and it was very slow, that time. But this is 10 times bigger. So imagine the internet now, how it changed the world. This is 10 times bigger.
It's the same as when Facebook first came out. We didn't know what's going to happen. Amazon, Facebook, Uber.
Charles Marston, where can we invest?
Where can we invest?
Okay, yeah. Well, so I think where you can start, Charlie, is just buy one Bitcoin and try to either pay somewhere, because you can find a lot of places now they accept Bitcoins. So just because we need to be out there, it's like using the emails in the first years of internet. Just using the emails, and whoever made the first website to sell some goods. There was a couple of people that kind of created the first websites in that space. So just buy one, at least buy what Bitcoins. Make just a bit of practice with it. Just buy something, sell it. Buy one more in some time. This is what I've heard from the people I met in Brussels, and those were the brains of this space. All came together. So I had an interview with them. Unfortunately, something went wrong with my recording device, voice recording device, and it's a bit blurry. If anyone knows something, or someone who can fix that kind of thing, because it's like we're talking, there's a lot of noise in on the background, so it's very so noise cancelling something. But I've tried a few things, but
so what was that? Is that a good interview?
So it's very good interview, because it gives an overview from the people, from the most important people almost of this space, and I kind of managed to get them all together, and I don't think there is there is other opportunity to get them together, because they're all in different countries, and they came to Brussels for that event.
Okay, so how long have you been in Bitcoin?
Well, I've personally invested for a year or something, and I've tenfolded.
You've increased.
No, 100-folded my investment. So
100 times. Well, 100.
Yeah.
Times folded. 100 folded.
Not
bad.
Yeah. No, I didn't. So it was tenfold.
Tenfold.
Yeah. 15-fold, which is amazing, and
that
means about 1,000%.
Okay.
That means 1,000%.
I've heard about Bitcoin, but I didn't know much about this. Whether it's the right time to invest, because it's been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
Right? And then everybody's talking about getting in the right time and getting the right people on board and stuff like that. But you have.
Yeah. I have invested successfully. That's why I'm taking this time to give you some insight into slightly what's going on there, and I want you guys to pay attention in this space, and because this is something very important happening, and this is where we need to be, and we need to kind of get used to it, not to be like the unknown, the people that don't know anything about something that's very important,
Yes.
And it's a lot of attention to that. So the blockchain technology, what it is it's a system of contracts. So it just confirms and proves that that something's happened, either a transaction has been happened or something's got something. So in effect, it might cancel all the land registry documents. You need anymore to send them to a solicitor, for example, to confirm them or prove them, because it's there. No one can amend them. Nothing can get. It's proven,
So
because there is a copy everywhere else.
Oh, so it's like HM revenue, like.
Well, it can be anything.
So all the
this is
documents go into the blockchain?
yeah. Any information, any information that is there that happened can be
Yes.
traced, and that cannot be amended. So whatever happened, it can't be
By
amended.
blockchain.
So it's all registering in the blockchain. So this is a system of contracts or data that is formed and
It's like
kept.
a centralized system where it holds all the documentation.
Yeah, which is centralized, which is uncentralized.
Centralized,
So because it's not held by any one person or any one entity. So it's
Okay.
it's pretty much all on the crowd. So like the crowd works now. This it doesn't have to. It's not monopolized or
Manipulated or changed or altered. It's very transparent.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's very. Okay, I've learned something new today.
yeah. So this is very basic, but what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to give. I'm not the expert that you need to listen to what I say now. What I want to do is to drag your attention into this, because you need to make your own research. You need to make your own make some reading. But what important is to do pay attention. Do have a look through it, because this is something happening and is unavoidable. And you gotta be there. You gotta be there.
So yeah, so we have to basically research and see what's out there rather than ignore it in the future, because it's good to know. It's information that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bitcoin. Going back to Bitcoin. How can people get into Bitcoin? How can they invest in Bitcoin at this point in time?
Well, there's a number of sites where you can buy Bitcoin. There's a couple. Most practical, which I used, is localbitcoin.com. That's where you can buy it.
Local
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.com.
Yeah, and you have a virtual wallet, so we can hold it. There's a number of things. Again, I wouldn't give any specific sites. What I can tell is what I use. I use GDAX, but you make your own research, and there is like physical things, but the best you can write it somewhere on paper, or because this is like your wallet number, and this is not no one can get into it, especially if you write it down. It's your portfolio of cryptos.
Write down what is
the wallet number. So you have a number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you also can have we have in our office, we have a Bitcoin cash machine, like bankomat.
Okay. Cash machine.
It's like cash machine, but you can buy
so
Bitcoin
you can actually,
from there.
okay, so you can
Or-
actually withdraw cash now from Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can withdraw
This is
cash,
like
or you can
currency.
buy Bitcoin. Yeah, from the machines. You can look online, Bitcoin cash machines or whatever. So you can buy actually from the cash machine. Although that can be a bit more expensive, with a percentage or two more expensive than you buy in local
Okay.
Bitcoin.
But we going towards the digital currency more and more, rather well, comparing to like 5-10 years ago. So the digital currency is getting more, how to say, more power. If that makes sense. What about the cryptocurrency? What do you think? Is this the same thing?
Robert, yeah, I love it too, man. It's more than we know. Robert, it's been in Bitcoin for a while.
Have you been, Robert? Are you in Bitcoin as well?
Yes,
You've been in
it's
Bitcoin for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm the only one. I'm sitting near an expert here.
Robert, it's something amazing, and I'm happy that you've been there and you are there, because this is something very important happening, especially with the technology of blockchain. It's something what I envisage. If you remember, there was this now we translate this money, like even at the moment how we receive this currency. It's also it's gonna change, because now we attach it to physical money. So one Bitcoin is $2,000, $2,500, for example. So at the moment we attach it to it. So let's imagine we have the online. If you remember, we have high street shops. Yeah, all the shops are high street, and then with the internet, every shop had a website. A website. Yeah. So and now if you have not if you didn't have a physical shop, you only have a website, no one could believe you at that though. It's like, come on, you don't have a shop, So whenever you look at a website of a shop, you needed to check whether they have a shop, and if they have a real shop. If there isn't, there is no trust. Okay. So I mean, talking in those terms, pretty much that's what we have now. We have one Bitcoin costs this. Okay. So we align it with money. At the moment we have, coming 10 years through, or 20 since the internet, now we have websites that don't need any shops. We trust more than any other company with shops. Although of course they have stuff, but they don't have a high street presence.
We're moving towards not having the attachment of Bitcoins to certain currency.
Yeah. So what I believe in is that we're moving into a space where what all we do, it's traceable in a blockchain, and we have proof of work. So so everything that you've done is going to be registered, and you're going to be awarded with. Yeah. So the award will be in whatever, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it's going to be there, whatever the currency, and that currency will not be linked with the physical cash money. You already use it. You just walk in a tube. You can buy, with that currency. Yeah, should be Bitcoin and something else. But that's why I see the importance of it. Is it's proof of work. Okay, even if you you love someone, you already proof of work, so you get value for that. You've done something physical, you get value for that. There is certain value for everything. Okay, so it's very interesting. That's how I see it. And all the technology, for example, the car, the self-driven car, for example, it can be traced exactly to where it's been, and no one can alter that information. Okay, so whatever you've done, no one can alter that. You cannot hack it, because there's already there's copies everywhere of this, and there is no need. The life is going to be very cheap, because there's no need of a lot of middlemen, because at the moment we have a lot of middlemen that check what you've done, checking. A lot of people just doing that, nothing else, including solicitors and all that stuff. Whether we check the documents are right, whether we check you've done the work or not, whether we check you have been to work, and that costs money. That affects our cost of life. So those things are going to disappear, because we have everything is already proven. Okay, whatever you've done, whatever you've been, proven. Can you explain a little more about Ethereum and where can we invest? Ethereum is something. It's a very interesting, very important technology that comes on top of the blockchain. I have on top of the blockchain. So I have shared on my timeline a very good intro on the Ethereum, a long, very comprehensive intro. Sunita Core. Please have a look into that, because this is something really good, really important. If you want to buy Ethereum, you buy Bitcoin first, and you transfer, you change it to Ethereum. And I would advise you to buy it, because it's something that is starting. It's out there, and it's just getting speed. When I bought Ethereum, it was £8, then at 12, and now it's 150, and it's gonna go up. So I don't know. It could be a lot more. But again, what I'm saying, my vision about this is not about the financial aspect of it. About I bought it. It's not a share in the company. It's something. Why it's getting price is going up. People are getting more attention, and they want to have it. As long as we're gonna have, there is a demand. It's increasing the price. That's the only thing. It's not that it's increasing in value or something like that.
But we are moving. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just we must know this space. We must get used to using this space. Get it, use it. Read about it. Have a read through that. That's very, very interesting, very important description about Ethereum. Yeah, it's good that you asked. It's interesting space.
I think it's important to educate ourselves and becoming more aware of the digital currencies and the things, because sooner or later, before you know it, you will see this cash points, like you said, Bitcoin, Ethereum, any other digital currencies.
Cryptocurrencies.
And then we'll look at them as like, what is this? So yes, as Vadim was saying earlier, that it's better to know, be aware. If you want to invest, that's amazing. If or be on the side and watch how things happen and get in later on, whenever time is right for you.
Educate yourself, read about this, buy it, use it, must use
Research.
it. Because at the moment, what we use a lot of technology. We're surrounded by technology, but we kind of slowing it down.
But how do you use it?
What, this?
Like for example, I have Bitcoin. How do I use Bitcoin rather than waiting to?
Well, you have a wallet, so you have a wallet, so you have a number.
Yes.
So let's say you need to pay for something or to someone. So they would give you a daily wallet number.
Yes.
So you just put just send 0.0 something Bitcoins to this wallet, and it sends in like a matter of minutes. It sends all the money is there.
And you can actually sell your services in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. You can
in current.
Yes. At the moment in India, I think it's a lot of they're getting a lot of attention now. They pay Amazon something and Bitcoin. Companies actually pay people with that currency.
Oh, wow.
And you have 1 billion people there, so at least so there's a lot of attention there.
I remember, when did Bitcoin first came on the market? I think it was like 7-8 years ago, 5 years ago. A friend of mine opened a dentist practice, and she said, I will be accepting Bitcoin payments or exchange or something, Bitcoin, and she got into Bitcoin at that time. I don't know how she's doing now, I have to check, but she was really, everybody was like, what are you doing? So we're reading the comments, so yeah. Yeah,
that's right. Well, Ether infinite, Bitcoin infinite. Finite is like gold. We're talking about gold here. The gold is finite. That's why it's going up in the price. It's like a gold standard in cryptocurrency. Not sure where this is going to be in the future, but what I'm sure about, we need to get there. We need to use it. We need to be there. Read about this. Look at the development of it. Things might change, but at the moment, Bitcoin holds a gold standard. It's like a gold in the currency market. So that's pretty much where we are. Grigori.
Guys, if you have any questions, please post it down, because you have his attention, full attention right now.
Let's see any more other questions we have. We have people watching.
Someone said it's the right time to get in now.
Good luck. Bitcoin next big thing. Charlie Marston. Hi, I'm
South
here
Africa.
listening to you.
Banu,
South Africa. Banu, you're there. We're here as well for you.
We are right now overlooking Tower Bridge, London, Tower of London, Shard, the city. We have the best view here.
Well, Shala, you asking about how people video session. Can you please also discuss a matter that women from developing countries can involve in investment? Well, this is something I was talking about, because that's my story as well. You can read it in my book, and I can tell you it's the first investment in yourself. I mean, the best investment you can do is in yourself. Then everything else will all the questions. Yeah, all the questions will be answered. If you ask me, what do I need to invest in? What kind of business I need to do? Or what things I need to invest in, I would say invest in yourself first, and then the answer will come out. Because what I will invest in or someone else will tell you to invest in, it's my perception, it's my type of how I do things. It's a geographical aspect. There are many variables to where I need to do what I need to do. But if you invest in yourself, expand your vision, and that's my message. Expand your vision. Read, develop, work on yourself. The answers will come out. Read me in my book. I explain clearly how did that influence me, and how did that change me. So that's where we are, Shala.
self-investment, but also another thing that came out is like learn about how to manage money, learn about financials, how to manage money, how to invest in the right things, especially from a less developed countries, because there you don't have the. Sorry guys, we keep getting calls here, but the good thing is that you don't. Hold on a second. Sorry. The good thing is that you don't have to rely on what you have around you in the country you live in, and the internet is there for us to use. Everything is there. All the research can be done. Google is amazing. So we live in a day and age we're very, very lucky to have internet, to use it to the most of your capabilities. Do research. You don't have to believe everyone. You can just see what resonates with you and just go in, try it. And and then I will definitely look into Bitcoin.
I'll try to read. If you just write on this video perhaps or something like that, or anywhere else there, ask me something. I can share some of the good information that I read. Or I'm sent to read. About me. I just know some good people that know things, and they do read a lot about it. So I take their advice. That's how I do invest, and so that's another thing. Invest in yourself, develop, be in a good crowd. Be with good quality people. Let aside people that are damaging to you, causing damage to you in any sense.
Yeah. That reminds me of a quote. We are like 5 people we surround ourselves with, including. So take the 5 people around you are with the most. Salary or wherever income is, divide it to 5, and that's your income. So make sure you are around the right people.
Yep.
And if you're not, just look for the right tribe, and then before you know it, if you change the mindset, it's 100% mindset in everything that we do. Nutrition, investment, mindfulness, everything, it's mindset. And okay, so
we're working in agriculture development program, but sometimes it's really difficult for me to convince young women to do business by exploring the value-added market. You call Alicia for a talk there. She'll just give you a talk.
Agriculture.
On the
You're with a you now more.
You're a woman. Women do. You need to tell them what.
Regardless of the industry you with, it's how do you say, it's reaching the audience that are open to any sort of investment, any sort of business opportunities. I'm in travel industry, so for me, but I don't, it's again, I work with people who are open to work with me, who are open to the ideas, and if they're not, that's okay. It's not the right time for them to work with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Shahla. By how you're gonna help them by being successful yourself. So just look yourself, have a read through, study what they do abroad, study other people that are successful in this world, and do it. Get a few people that believe in that. Just make sure you're successful people, and then you'll drag people along. Just that's how you move things.
Okay, Sunita is asking me, please would like to read more information on investment Bitcoin, and thanks Vadim.
Yes, Sunita, I've shared something there in my timeline. Have a look. I think it's on my page, which is TIMM, the Intelligent Man. So it's on my page where I do my interviews, and I think I've shared some really good information about Ethereum, and I think it covers Bitcoin as well. So it's really comprehensive, and I do have people that send me this information, which I follow. I believe it's very good, and which I'm happy to share with you. So that's what I've done. So have a read through that. If you like that, watch this space. Give the questions. If you ask, then the answers will come. So.
Okay, Shala said, I really wish to encouraging them to use ICT to enhance the business and enter the market through it, because it can open a gateway. I think again, as Vadim, going back to what you said, do get yourself into a position that you want to encourage other people. So become successful, do the things that you want, and then they will see the change in you, and they will say, what are you doing? How can we become like you? How can we be successful like you? Where are you investing? Can we invest? And so on. So be the change that you want to change, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you know what to do, Shahla. So we'll not need to explain you anymore.
I hope we don't talk too fast, because I have a tendency of talking too fast. So please slow us down.
Oh yeah, just put times 0.5 speed. Yeah. 0.5 speed.
Yes. So if you guys have any other questions, let us know. Otherwise,
I think we're running out of time.
done.
So thank you guys.
I want to show you where are we. Can we just a little bit? So we're in a beautiful Citizen M hotel with amazing views, and you have the Shard. And if you haven't been to London, please do.
Yeah. I'm sorry for interrupting the Bitcoin conversation with these views.
That's my vibe. I have to show you where we are. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
I hope you
if
enjoyed
any
it.
more questions, send them over, and we'll try to make another one or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.